DragonCon, Monday morning. How are you today? I'll accept that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a Monday. Hopefully you guys all had a great night last night. And who got a chance to watch the season finale, season 4 finale of Falling Skies? Good, this is a mighty crowd. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, let me also ask, who's been here for all the Falling Skies panels this weekend at DragonCon? You have been. All right, cool. You guys have been. And the rest of you, are you all new? Who's new? All right, still pretty good. Pretty new crowd. All right, cool. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to keep this kind of spoiler-free. Since it just aired last night, we won't go into too many details, but we'll talk around it a little bit, okay? But I want you guys to show your love. I want you to put your hands together. I'm going to bring these guys out. Please show your love for the Falling Skies cast. She plays Lexi. She plays sort of like super-powered alien half-breed awesomeness. Show your love for Miss Scarlett Byrne. He is a man with a plan and a lot of big guns. We know him as Anthony on Falling Skies. Show your love for Mr. Mpho Koaho. The eldest of the Mason boys. Show your love for Mr. Drew Roy. A guy we love to hate to love, the scoundrel of the second mass, Mr. Colin Cunningham. We're going to have a microphone over here. Look, there's the floating microphone over there. This is really going to be your guys' time. So please make use of it. Ask some questions. And, we have time to get through a lot of questions, but please get through, keep it to one question per person. And,
awesome, you guys.
Keep it clean.
We got all these people here for a Monday morning.
I know, this is awesome.
That's so cool. Thank you. I think I saw that in my room last night. We knew we had a little one.
Who was in that room last night?
Anybody here was in my room last night?
Just for a little context, when he says they were all in his room last night, Colin invited a bunch of fans, a bunch of you guys, to come check out the season finale. So,
like 25 people showed up. It was good, and we didn't get drunk.
Yeah. Well, let me ask, you don't get a lot of opportunity to watch the show with fans live, right? This doesn't happen often. Never. So,
my two nieces.
Yeah,
they're huge fans of the show, so that's cool.
well, what's it?
Not like this.
What is it like? Did you get the right reactions at the right moments?
It was great, because anytime somebody talked during the show, like 26 other people went, yeah. So that was fun. I tell you the truth, I was so kind of tickled by all of it, I can't even remember the damn show. I had 2 Long Island iced teas, and then they started bringing more and more booze kept coming through the doors. I can't even remember what happened. Long Island iced teas last night. Yeah, my memory goes.
It was a Long Island iced tea kind of night. It's an official drink of Falling Skies, I guess.
Hey, was there a Hershey moment last night? Oh yeah. There was? Oh.
So you know the Hershey moments. Can you explain it to everybody out there what a Hershey moment is?
You haven't had to do one though. Has Lexi had to do one?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, explain
Hershey
the Hershey moment.
Williams show commercials for Hershey's.
So it's these little moments where it's typically during like an intense kind of moment, right?
Hershey bar, or Hershey kiss, and we eat one.
Yeah.
I love those little commercials that they do. Those are like that. I love those. You still think you're watching the show? Yeah. I'm like, oh. Well, Pope, they've never had Pope do a Hershey thing. I think they're afraid of giving a Hershey to Pope. Just because he's got such a snarky attitude. Be like, I bet that goes into it. Yeah, here. You want that? I ain't gonna eat it.
It would be like the anti-advertisement or anti-brand marketing. No one would want Hershey's after Pope gets his hands on it.
Although in your bar they were gambling with Hershey's at one point.
That's true.
That's
true.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He throws down the whole Hershey's bar and they're like,
Oh, no, she did. Why did like Pope's place feel like it's like somewhere you went during like Prohibition or something?
Yeah, it did have
Like
a
a
speakeasy kind of feel to it.
we wanted to have the rap party there that year, but for some reason, some code, we weren't allowed to.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we wanted to. I
That
think
set was
production.
It really was. That's again Rob Gray, the production designer of the show.
Shout out to
He
Rob
really
Gray.
is. He's probably the biggest unsung hero on that show. Every street, every bit of rubble, anything that's flipped over, that's all Rob Gray. You walk inside something, whatever you see, that's Rob Gray. He's an absolute genius.
How when you walk on set, do you just slip into the environment pretty quickly? Does it feel like really lived in and everything?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, not to take the mic, but it is. It's awesome. I mean, it's not like you're walking onto a cop show or something. I mean, it's like, holy jeez, man. I mean, blown out buildings. And there's an apartment building that's been blown out, and there's still, you can see into the apartment building, there's still photos on the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
There's the chairs. I mean, it's like, wow, you're looking into what would have been lives, and this is a set, and no one ever lived there.
Yeah.
Because it's all fake. But it's like, wow, how cool is this?
Are there little Easter eggs and everything hidden throughout the set?
He likes to do that thing with different, I'm sure you guys have seen him, but like the graffiti in the background.
Yeah.
He likes to have like the Mona Lisa with an alien head on it and then some
Yeah.
sort of tagline on it. He likes to do just a whole bunch of those little things are in the background.
Yeah.
As well as the big Burger King sign.
I think that was all Burger King sign, the other panel. Shout out to the Burger King sign.
The Burger King, but aside from the obvious Hershey stuff, do we ever see, is there ever a Burger King commercial?
We specifically shot a Burger King in the background one time because we had to frame the service.
There's not commercial footage.
Now we don't have the,
We got to play the Hershey, whatever the hell it is, a Mazda or whatever, the first whatever. That's not the Burger
Product placement.
That's a weird thing.
Like post-apocalyptic, like Burger King still exists.
That's what Pope could do as like his post-apocalyptic job. He could start a Burger
doesn't
King
want a
franchise.
Whopper after like smoking 6 Skitters, like dead.
Well, that's interesting though. Yeah, but the Burger King, obviously, there's no more Burger Kings. But it doesn't say much to Hershey's if this stuff is still good after 30 years. You can still eat a Hershey's bar, you know, and it's fine. Like, what the hell are they putting in a damn Hershey's bar? I'm gonna eat it 30 years from now.
Well, that's the thing is Hershey's will stick around for a while, but Twinkies will stick around forever. Well, we got big Twinkie fans out here in the audience.
It's like Planet of the Apes, so they're still opening fresh
Twinkie Riot.
Get your hands off my Twinkie, you damn dirty ape. Yeah.
I was really quite surprised.
That's such a diplomatic thing to say. Quite surprised. Did you like it?
I'm not quite sure.
I don't think anyone's really quite sure that they like a Twinkie. Except for these guys right here. You're our Twinkie crowd.
What are the chocolate? What is it? Joe Louise?
But yeah,
I like Joe
Twinkie
Louise.
is more of an experience than a
Or
taste.
Josh
So it
Louise.
is.
Yeah.
What's that, Joe Louise? I like Joe Louise, Josh Louise, the rounded chocolate mousse. No? Do we only have Joe Louise in Canada? Don't even front.
I never heard of. I don't know about
Joe
that.
Louise. Y'all don't have Joe Louise here.
It's not that they don't have Joe Louis.
You know what a
it's
Joe
just
Louis
after
is?
10 years old, people stop eating them, Mpho.
Just, I'm sure it's made by the same people. It's like rounded chocolate kind of cake thing with the cream in the middle. Is that what I'm called here? We call them Joe Louis at home. Those are the best. I like the double stacked ones. That's my favorite stuff right there. Yeah, I don't eat them often.
I hear you guys just deep fry everything. As for ice yesterday that came fried.
Deep fried
Conversation's gone sideways.
I had a dope fish burger with and they put like these deep fried pickles on the fish burger. Whoa.
Did you say you deep fry ice cream?
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
There's some of these are weird, but that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Coke?
It's like we were on the cooking channel last night.
This panel is taking a weird turn. Yeah.
Hold on.
No, it's fascinating.
Time out. They deep fry Coca-Cola? For real?
Oh, that's cool. Deep fried.
I'm all about putting the Coke in the freezer first. Ice chilled Coke, but then in the freezer.
So welcome to the How to Deep Fry Everything panel of DragonCon with special guest from Falling Skies.
We're totally doing a deep fry episode.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing I would say about the show. My one criticism is there needs to be more deep frying. Yeah, so let me ask something related to the show. Actually, Scarlett, what are the challenges of playing a character that is so powerful? Is that a difficult thing to undertake?
Well, I think in the beginning, when I sat down with David, I kind of knew where she was at the beginning, and I knew where my character was going to end up. Like I knew she was going to die, but I had no idea what her transformation and where she was going in the middle. So it was so cool.
Everybody who didn't watch the show last night is a little surprised.
I thought that's a great question, though, Aaron.
You can just say shame on you. You should have watched it last night.
But I just loved Aaron's question. As an actor, what's it like to play someone so powerful?
Earmuffs.
Because as an actor, you're so not powerful.
Yeah, we just need the earmuffs before spoilers.
No, I was okay.
I apologize. To be fair, whenever I've had an interview and everyone's asked me, it's been like the one thing that I'm not allowed to talk about, and I've jumped around so many things, so I thought this is the first time I could actually enhance it.
Well, it has aired, and you guys missed it.
Yeah, I think you're okay. Yeah, run with it. Yeah.
Anyway.
Entire following on the show.
Well, hi.
She don't care, she's dead.
No, so as I was saying, she's so complex. So every week it was so nice getting something new from her, and I was learning so much about her constantly. But in the beginning, everyone had their own idea of what they wanted her to be like.
Yeah.
And it made me nervous because I had imagined her one way, and there were so many people saying, no, she should be more like this, and so like this, and this, and that. And I was like, Greg even gave me the best advice. He's like, just do what you think she should be like, and then if it's wrong, you'll know. I didn't hear anything, so I was.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
Good advice.
You didn't tell it deep fry.
No deep fried anything. Yeah. All right. So who has questions out here? Yes. Hi.
This is for everyone. Kill
This is going to be a deep fried question. I can feel it.
Well, it deals with Pop-Tarts. No, I'm kidding. If you could pick one role besides your role on the show, and this is for everyone, what role would it be?
Question. I don't think we've ever been asked that.
Maggie.
I've never been asked that.
And you won't?
Yeah.
Maggie.
I see what you're saying.
That's your sister, man.
I would be the Tom Mason guy because I just feel like I'm ready for the lead role stuff. I've been chilling in the background so much, going to get, wings or whatever Anthony be doing, trying to get laid, Tom. Yeah, Tom Mason for sure.
That's a funny one. I've been asked this one a few times, and I feel like at this point, I only think about Hal. And like to say someone else, it almost feels like you're betraying Hal, which is goofy as that sounds. So I would go with something like a skidder. Because I don't know if you guys know how the skidders work, but the guy has a suit on, most of the time, unless he's moving around fast and jumping around, then that's CGI. But if the guy is just, if he's just kind of cruising along and his legs are doing his thing. He actually has no legs when we're shooting, and he's sitting on a computer chair, like one that you would sit at a computer. And he just kind of rolls around on set. So it's a pretty great way to have to get around. When I was playing Hal that couldn't walk, I had the wheelchair. It was kind of nice. You always had a seat. You just kicked it where people would get out of your way. And then if you wanted to walk around, then you would walk around. So I'll go with a skidder.
I think I think what Drew said is probably most appropriate. I remember them asking me this on Stargate, because I originally auditioned for Michael Shank's part. What was that character's name? Daniel. Yeah. But now, looking back, I'm like, there's no way. He did such an amazing, iconic job with that. There's no way I could imagine playing Daniel. But it's going to sound nuts. But I think what Scarlett said, probably if I was a girl, I think Maggie. I'd probably go Maggie. I mean, it's a little bit close to Bo. But I just found her very complex, and just her whole beginning. She's got a great story arc, man. That's cool. So yeah, I'd play Maggie.
You had that long-haired wig.
Yeah. I'd be better looking for one.
Back to the Skidder. He's on Twitter. What's his name? Skidder Dan? I forget his name. I may have just made that up.
I know it was Keith, but is that actually him? His name is a Skidder on Twitter.
It's Skidder on Twitter. What do you guys know? He is on Twitter. I thought his name. I could be making this entire thing up right now.
Keith's the guy. Yeah, he's the guy. But there's a lot of guys. It's not. I mean, not a lot of guys, but it takes a lot of people to make one Skidder. So I mean, who knows?
Yeah. I think I just invented Skidder Dan. It sounds like an 80s rock band or something. Skidder Dan. You want to see the Skidder Dan? Okay. So you would be a Skidder. I kind of like that. Yeah. Could you wear the head?
Of course I'd wear the head. What's the
Yeah.
point? What's the point?
I think I can.
I'm pretty good actor. I'd pull it off with this right here.
Be the Skidder if you're not gonna wear the head. Drew, like, really?
Hi there.
Hi, this question is for Mpho.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Based on what you said yesterday about always getting killed off and everything, did you get to the end of the script and thank God it wasn't me?
In terms of the season finale last night, I don't know if that was probably the first thought on my mind, probably because, I maybe knew that I was going to make it. It's probably a bit less anticipation than probably previous seasons, is what I would say. I think I probably had more confidence last night than I probably ever had from season 1, 2, and 3.
Other than Lexi, did anyone else know?
I would have liked, now don't twist it. Don't twist it for 1 second. I would have liked to have showed up a bit earlier. You dig? But no, I think I was probably more confident this time than ever. Yeah. And that's good. Finally, some confidence, stability. You know what I mean? Thank you for the question.
Aside from Pope and Tom, did anyone else, any other characters die in this?
You're just messing with people.
Anthony Perkins is his own mother. Go check out that movie. It's awesome.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I love Colin, guys.
Hello.
My season finale is waiting on me in Knoxville, Tennessee to watch when I get home.
Nice.
But I love everybody, even Mr. Badass.
Thank you very much.
So I'm always fascinated that, you're there in this whole world that's just destroyed and it just looks all so real. And I just wondered how big that place was. If you're there, or is it a small place and it just looks like the whole world's gone to hell?
It's pretty big.
It really is big.
Is it something that they made for you? Some of the blew up things, tore up things?
About a block and a half, a couple of blocks.
Yeah, I would say at least 2 square blocks built next to each other. And then a couple of streets that sort of jut off that you can do different things. And it's a facade, so if you go around to the back, it just looks like a bunch of wood that's built straight up, but it's a working facade, and there's some rooms you can go in. Sometimes that one scene when Noah and Matt are talking, they're up on the 2nd story, you can go up to that, there's a little perch right there.
It's very little, and there's very little green screen. There's not a whole lot of green screen on the sled. You see it. That's aside from the big, massive ships and stuff. But
yeah, and even that's nice. Green screen. Those are actually some of the hardest things to shoot. If a beamer's gonna fly over, because there's nothing to look at, so we all have to like huddle around and be like, all right, how fast is your beamer going? No, everybody's going slow. Mine's high. So then we all have to take a couple of takes of one.
Well, it's cool. It's cool too because when you drive up, there's a highway that we kind of take that leads us up there, and if you kind of just look off to the right of the highway, you can literally see the studio just carved into the side. It's literally just like some coastline, and then it's just like the studio kind of just chilling there, and you see all this cool stuff we built in as you're driving to it. So people must wonder what the hell we're doing over there.
It's quite amazing. It really is.
they used to shoot a lot of porn.
I know Supernatural used that set one day. I can't remember for what. I just
Porn.
Jared Padalecki, Jensen Ackles porn.
Yeah. Oh my God. I think you just made the internet explode a little bit right there with that suggestion.
Well, Padalecki went out of his way to misspell our show. He called it Fallen Skies, and I kind of wasn't feeling that because I don't call his show Superflatural. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, bro? Fallen, like Fallen sky? Like, get out of here, man. If you don't know what it is, don't say it. Be like, oh, that show with people in it or something.
That seems like an honest mistake. Quite like.
I'm gonna Superflatural him and on like the Supernatural Fallen Skies guy. This song.
You should just call his show Shit Natural. How's that? Yeah, I said it. And I'm gonna own it.
I totally have to back him up now if shit gets real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even be like, all right, let's just sit up there.
Is Supernatural the show with you guys? Yeah. Hey, man, those guys have kicked ass, man.
Like
This season.
That's like big monsters.
That's awesome.
I think that goes like a black belt, so they were in trouble.
We actually have him backstage, ready to.
Hey, from Texas, it's cool. He's a couple states over.
Hello.
Hi. I know you guys on sets always tense, and you guys are in each other's throats occasionally. But at the end of the day, you're a family. How about off screen? Is it sort of the same way? Do you guys get along? Do you want to get each other occasionally? Do you spend a lot of time together? But at the end of the day, you still feel like a family.
We all bop around. I mean, there's certainly the nice thing is you're right. There's absolutely no animosity on set or off. If anything, it's kind of schedule-wise. If anything, that's why the conventions are so important to us, I think. Because we do get to see each other again. We don't get to see each other enough. Everybody's got their own lives, and they're here, where, and shooting something, and they just wanted to just take off and get quiet for a month or so. So, I know, for me anyway, it's always nice to see these guys. It really is. I wish we could get, on the rest of the game there, not each other too. It's nice.
Yeah, we all get along incredibly well. Yeah, I've got buddies on other shows, and there's always seems like there's a few people that don't really quite mesh together, but I think I like all of you.
I mean, we don't all live in the same place as well, Big Tom. So I live in Toronto, and Drew LA, and I think Miss Scarlett is LA, and Colin's a nomad. So yeah, it poses challenges, but like Colin said, these conventions are like a great time to like reconnect. So I was like reconnected with like Shinkoda at the conventions because he taught me how to pour whiskey. So I need that lesson again every couple months. So yeah, you work together enough. I'm sure you'll find something you don't like about somebody. I think that's just life. I'm sure everybody will find something they don't like about somebody. But at the end of the day, I have nothing but respect for them. I have respect for them, and I think that's paramount. That's paramount respect.
Yeah, that's what I was mostly worried about when I first joined the cast, because it's honestly like joining a new school. That was the kind of like the feeling. It's like we've been together for 3-4 years, and so being the kind of like new kid, I was really nervous. Please, I hope everyone likes me. And everyone was so lovely and really supportive.
That wasn't because you were so great, it's because we all hate each other. It was just nice for her to remember us.
I remember your Reeboks. Remember when you came with your Reeboks that day? We had that cool moment about your Reeboks. From that day you had those Reeboks on, I thought you were the best. Especially when you tied them too. It was like, yeah.
Bonding over Reeboks. You know, a lot of people ask, what is the thing that you're going to take away from the show? But I'm curious, what is the thing that you're looking forward to leaving behind? Either setting down a certain annoying piece of wardrobe, or not having to pick up that gun, or what sort of thing you're looking forward to just sort of setting down?
Every morning. Yeah. I think I take longer to get ready than Doug.
Doug plays Coach Jesus.
Anyway, so my wish takes like 2 hours in the morning every day that I was in, so...
When she's not wearing makeup, she looks like Doug. This Doug's not gorgeous.
Welcome back to Dragon Con. You came back. I had a quick question. You know, you guys are actors. You do a lot of training for different roles. When you guys were prepping for the series, was there any role, you know, anything that skills that you had to learn or unlearn because your character didn't technically know it, but yet you learned it from another set?
Well, I will say, just for me, I will say it's not necessarily that, but I'm really grateful that I rode motorcycles in my teens. So when they said, "Hey, can you ride?" I'm like, "Yeah." In fact, I think I was one of the few guys that did ride. You know, nothing, not pro or anything, but I can ride a motorcycle, no problem. In fact, it was funny. The first season in Adjutant in Vancouver, I'm ripping around on the Harley, and then I don't know what happened. They had the stunt guy get on the Harley. Anyway, I never wiped out, and I was gunning that thing pretty damn good. But the roads were slick, whatever. And even the stunt guy got on. The stunt guy, professional rider, I said, "Careful, the roads are slick." Boom! He went down. I didn't go down. So that was kind of funny. But anyway, what about you guys?
I had to learn everything. Everything from how to use a gun, and I mean, I'm from Alabama, I should know better, but but we had to go through gun training, and so we had this guy who taught us the perfect way to like go in, use a gun like you're in a tactical team. But then to go what you're saying about kind of dumb it down a little bit, I didn't want Hal to look like he was special forces or SWAT, so I tried to figure out things that were a little wrong. So instead of keeping my elbows in like they would teach, I like to always cock this one out and just do different things like that. But even the ride the dirt bikes, had no idea. Third day ever, I'm cruising through a crowd of like 200 people. Could have killed somebody.
You have no idea. Well, if you don't ride, imagine it. That's tough, man.
And the hardest part is
ride, and that shit is tricky dicky crap. When these guys are first on the bikes doing what they were asked to do, I was like, I'll go over there.
I mean, it really was incredibly dangerous. And if two of us were on a bike, it would be take 4 before one of us would not kill it. If one guy would take off, the other guy would kill theirs. And then the next time you'd kill yours, the other person would take off. Jesse and I, who plays Karen, that was us all day long for the first couple episodes. So then after we mastered that, then they bring in horses. Well, I've never ridden a horse. So, second day ever, I'm on horse, on set, cruising around, just bouncing, having no idea. I thought, well, I guess Hal doesn't know how to ride a horse, so I'm going to just not know how to ride a horse. And just, okay, I'm good.
Are you sure you're from Alabama?
I know, right?
For me, the motorcycle stuff is a bit difficult. It was definitely difficult. I'd never ridden before, so that definitely, I remember the trouble with that. The gun stuff, very second nature for me. I could just list the projects where I was shooting a gun in. But I'd never played a cop before, so for the most part, is more of an urban take on it. So all of the wrong things that he was doing is what I was used to doing, even though I knew how to shoot and to hold it correctly. So coming into Fallen Skies, I had to get rid of all that, you know, shoot like it's a gangster movie and get that cop technical. So I was the one doing the technical SWAT stuff, trying to get that right, as opposed to, you know, Drew or whatever. And I would have really liked to have ridden the horses. And I'd never done that before. But they kind of punked me on that horse stuff, and a story for another time. But I would have liked to have done the horses. I would have, of course, had to learn to do that. But it's not too much outside of that I had to learn. The gun stuff was pretty easy for me, and I enjoyed that.
Well, I really wanted to have a gun, and I didn't get to him, but I got powers.
You're the Phoenix. You're the Phoenix.
I don't know. For me, when I was younger, worked on Harry Potter, so there was a lot of CGI and a lot of magic. So doing this, it was great because I feel like I had to use a lot of imagination for my powers, and it was so cool seeing every episode of how they were going to turn out. Because I had no idea what they were going to look like. I think in episode 8 or 9, there's a part when I was really sick and I pulled my hand out. And I had to imagine all this goo and my cocoon was starting to build. So it was really cool when I saw, because in ADR, when you go and you do all the sound stuff, they look really terrible. You know, they're like all the Shifeni and the aliens, it looks like a computer game, not like a video game. So it was so cool every time it came out every Sunday to see that everything that I had imagined all come to life, and it looked really awesome. So I don't know, I guess I just really wanted to get dirty and hold a gun, but I was totally clean for the entire season. So.
Superpowers is a good trade-off, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd rather have superpowers
than a gun.
Yeah.
I don't know, those guns make you look pretty cool.
I know,
Yeah, but it is interesting though, just to mention the process of when you're going into looping, you will see incomplete or barely touched visual effects. And it's sometimes just a box or a triangle. It's like, run, it's a triangle! You know, just geometric things, or they haven't really been rendered and touched and tweaked, and it's pretty cool actually to see something that's not awesome. You know, because we're so used to seeing stuff. I was like, wow, that's awesome. So it's neat to actually see a little bit of that process.
Well, I think it gives you perspective in terms of however we're used to filming it, and then when you see it and it's still missing a piece, but it's still pretty much together.
Right.
And then you see that box, and you're like, there should be an alien. So it gives you a bit of perspective. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, but it's neat. It's neat because it's something we don't really get to see. It's not our job.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
Noah Wiley very much, it sounds like, came in as sort of the leader of the group, the captain of the team. But what about Will Patton? Like, when you guys first interacted with him, when you first were cast, was he very much a leader on set as well? I mean, Will Patton is such a big legend. Yeah, legend, big character.
Man.
Yeah. And he rides horses, right?
Yeah, he loves riding horses. He came on back in the pilot. I won't say full character, but about as close to full character as you can be. And in the beginning, he didn't like the Masons, he didn't like Tom, and so you could feel that. He was pretty intimidating presence to be around. So I remember being in scenes with him and just thinking, oh, I gotta bring it now, because he's about to chew me up. I felt like he didn't like me. Yeah. But he's the nicest guy. I mean,
he is very nice.
The sweetest,
But he gets a bit method that way, and what was perfect for me. When at first he didn't like Pope, and again you could kind of feel that. But the great thing with Pope was Pope didn't give a rat's ass, so that would only, I think, piss Will off even more, because he's like, I'm not feeling it, brother. I don't care, man. I'll squash you with my pinky. I don't give a rat's ass. And Pope just doesn't give a care about anybody. And the more serious you take yourself, the more Pope's just going to take the piss at you. So it seemed to fuel itself quite well.
Patton is like just on another level. You know what I mean? Like, it's just on another level. I watched so many of his films, and he like carries and steals every movie he's in. So it's like every time I'm on set with this guy, I just watch him, and it's just his attention to detail is something that I don't know I could match. And then, like, you think he's gonna be like this real scary guy, and he really gives that off when he's like working. But then, like, he's the funniest, nicest man. And like, he really dispels all of those things, or the rumors, or whatever you may think about him, just based off of whatever he's played in that hardened kind of Will Patton shtick, you know? He's like the best guy. And he really, really helped me. I remember like season 2, season 3, I had some real frustrations with the lack thereof of my involvement and wherever my character was going and things I wasn't liking. And Patton just took the time, and he came over and he talked to me, and he really set my head straight. And I'll never forget that, because I'm looking at him and I'm like, this guy's a legend. And this guy just, like, it wasn't anything for him to just take the time and talk to me and cool me out. And really, he really helped me. And he really, really
I just felt so much wiser and better after he talked to me. So yeah, shout out to Patrick.
Yeah. I happen to love the Pope Weaver scene so much that I wish there was like a buddy cop spinoff of just those two guys. I would watch that. Hi.
So with this being the last season, is there something that you would really like to see them do with your character that you know they're either not going to do because it's not going to go long enough, or that you guys didn't get a chance to develop, that kind of thing?
I'm guessing Mpho has an answer to this.
Laying that up for me, eh, Tom? It would be cool to see some kind of interaction with women, but more so, I think. More so, I think, backstory for my character. That mother scene, I spoke about it the other day, a scene that we were do where I was gonna talk about my mother. I just think you guys have to know more about Anthony. Y'all don't know enough about him, and I think some backstory would be good for my character.
I don't know. Get to revisit maybe a little bit of the earlier Pope. Might be fun. I think actually what would be really cool to see. It may be a bit nutty, but I'd love to see Pope completely and totally turn on the second mass. But at the end, this is how I'd like to go out. I've even talked to David about this. I don't know if it'll happen, but how I'd like to go out is I would love to do something, become a complete and total enemy of the second mass, have everybody absolutely despise Pope at the end. Everybody. Knowing that he doesn't care, that he was a total turncoat, blah, 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 blah. The Pope does something that basically saves them all. But nobody knows about it.
Oh.
I don't want anybody to know.
I was just going to say
but the audience. But nobody, not Tom, not anybody, will ever know except for the viewer watching.
Scarlett, what were you going to say?
Sounds like me.
Yeah?
Oh, we've gotten this question a couple times, and it's always a tough one because I feel like as soon as I start like hoping and wishing something will happen, and then it doesn't happen, and then you're like, oh man, why didn't they write that? That would have been so great. So I feel like then you like crush your dreams. But I've really enjoyed this past season of how he's always had a leadership quality, but we've seen him lead people this season. And I really enjoyed being outside of the Tom and the Weaver stories and having my own thing going on, but still liaising back and forth between the two of them. And then with everything going on with this triangle, maybe it'd be nice to just step away for a little while. Maybe go off in the woods, be a little lone wolf. How about tree hugging? Might be a little too far.
Does Hal have the skills now to kind of do that? Because certainly early Hal probably couldn't go off on his own, but do you think Hal now could?
What's that? He would have thought he could.
He would have thought he could, yeah.
I think he could, yeah. I think so. Yeah, I don't know what I would want to do, but get away from that triangle.
Yeah.
let it simmer for a little while.
What else would you like to explore with the Alexei character?
Honestly, I think I've explored quite a lot. There's always something happening with her. It was really nice. I didn't realize joining this season how pinnacle and how important she was going to be as a character. So that was a really nice surprise for me. Yeah. But I think speaking on behalf of everyone, it was nice this season that everyone in the beginning was kind of off on their own in separate groups. And everyone got to work with people that they might not have necessarily worked with a lot in the other seasons, which was quite, I think, refreshing for everyone. But I just think for the last season, I think it would be nice if everyone got questions answered as, you know, why are they here, why do they want us, and more things like that. Personally, I think with Lexi,
yeah.
me, I think I kind of did everything. So.
This is such a like James Lipton-y kind of question, but I'm going to ask it anyhow. If you were to encounter your character in some sort of bizarro real world, what would you say? What advice would you give to your character?
That's pretty Lipton-y.
Yeah, it's very Lipton. So much so that I coined a new word, Lipton-y.
What word do you think about Oregon?
I'm working on the beard right now, actually. So.
Oh, I thought you were asking Scarlett.
Yeah, I mean, all of you guys. Yeah.
I tell my character that he's a boss. And I would tell Anthony that it's okay if you don't have a girl on the show. Like, don't let it go. like you are arguably the most trusted mind on the show. So, you know, just believe in that and believe in your ability to save the second mass when they're in danger.
Was the question what my character say to me, or what would I say to my character?
What'd
I
you
said,
say
get
to
a
your
haircut and a job, you bum. No, what would my character say to me?
No, well,
what would I
take both
say?
ways, but yeah.
No, Colin would do a mentalism thing.
What would Pope say to me? What the hell would Pope say to me?
He would probably just rob you.
Pope wouldn't say nothing to me, man. Pope would...
I can imagine Pope wanting the captain hat, though.
Yeah, he'd just take it.
Yeah.
He'd just take it. And I'd be like, that's cool.
Just to walk by the window with. What would I tell Hal? I might tell him he needs to take it down a notch every now and then. He gets a little fired up sometimes. Not with his passion, but I don't know. Maybe not. Kind of like his fire.
What's the next panel after us? Because people keep coming in, and they sure as hell couldn't be here for us.
Like, y'all ain't here to see all of us. Shout out Aaron Ashmore.
So how's 13? So here I'm thinking, hey man, look at all these people that love our show. You don't even know what the hell you're looking at.
Shout out Janelle Williams. That's my little sister. That's my little sis, man. Shout out Toronto, Janelle Williams.
Love her. House 13?
Warehouse.
You see what happened? That's what Jared Padalecki did to us. He's like, fallen star, right? See?
Well, before I let you guys go, before we dismiss the panel and everything, you know, could you just comment a little bit on the not just the fan interaction, but the fan movement online connected to Falling Skies? Because certainly everybody's here except for the people for Warehouse 13. But you have a very active and vocal fan base. So anything that you want to say to them? All of you.
I'd say I'm still kind of an old analytical 8-track tape kind of guy. So I like the personal interaction. I really do. I don't spend that much time on the internet or Twitter and all that kind of stuff. My apologies, because I know that many of you do. But a little highlight was just last night having 25, 30 people over in my room and just getting that immediate sense. And I said, let you guys Twitter and tweet and twat and whatever the hell it is that you guys do. So knock yourselves out. So that was just a lot of fun for me. So thank you for your twats last night.
Please don't tweet that.
I, on the other hand, tweet a lot to fans. I'm very interactive with people, and I pride myself on that. To me, it's my duty, it's my obligation to speak with fans and because they take the time to tweet me stuff. Now, don't get it twisted. If it's foolish, if you send me foolishness, I will not respond to foolishness. But if you send me some heartfelt stuff, I have no problem, and I make sure that I answer as much stuff as I can. I was live tweeting last night for as long as I could. You know, I don't care about no carpal tunnel. I don't care about that. It's about the fans. You guys, you take the time, and you guys care. So I have to care too. You dig what I'm saying? You guys put us on a pedestal. To me, it would be a joke if I didn't do that. I'd be really disappointed. So I had so much love for fans and people that take the time and show us love. You know, it's the least I could do.
Say that now.
Take my
Put
time.
28 of them in your freaking hotel.
You know what, Colin? You know what, Colin? I love you, man, but I'm being serious. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shout out to the fans, shout out to the people that really show us love and they make our show what it is. You feel me? So tweet me some stuff, and I'll talk to you for real. Send me something. I'll tweet you whenever. And that's just who I am, you know.
Nothing foolish. So have you been on the internet? Because that's a majority of it is foolishness. just saying. I mean,
but nobody really tweet me crazy stuff like that because not me. Really. I don't have haters and all this kind of stuff that a lot of actors do. You know, I feel like I'm a nice guy. You know, so I feel like when people do tweet me,
they see that I not only tweet nice stuff, but I don't just say, hey, thank you to people. You know, like I'll give you like a genuine response. You know, you take the time to tweet me a question. I'm not just gonna say, hey, cool, peace, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta take your time and you answer people as though they were in front of you asking the question. You know what I'm saying? I just put that effort. I put that
photos
effort.
of their ass.
I put that effort. Ain't nobody send me no photo of no ass. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. A young lady did send me a direct message with a picture. One. And like, you should have seen my face when I saw the picture. I was like, okay. And I very politely asked her to not ever do that again. Yeah.
I saw a couple of you gals walking around here with signatures on your boobs. I thought that was kind of fun. That was a bit nutty. I signed a woman's dog once. That was the weirdest thing I ever did. I did. I autographed this woman's dog. Yeah, dog. It was a little like, it didn't have a whole lot of fur on it, but I had to, kind of go with the grain. Sharpie to work, It's like a standard dog. Like big, man. Right across the shoulder was a big C, and I let the M kind of go into the tail.
I hope they didn't get that tattooed on the dog. Like after that seems like a bad idea. It would be cruel. Yeah, I'm not endorsing that. I agree. It's a bad idea. Don't tattoo your dog.
Yeah, I forget what actor was. Some actor came up and it was like 10 years. I forget where Gay Connors or some story. It's like, hey, I've been signing boobs and butts and bellies. And what'd you sign? I'm like, I signed a dog.
Drew, any messages?
I go through phases with Twitter and Instagram and all that, where sometimes I feel like, okay, I got some stuff to say, and other times I'm like, man, nobody wants to listen to what I have to say. So I feel like I go back and forth with it, but when the season's going on, I've really enjoyed this live tweeting thing. I'd never done that until really this season. And it's kind of fun to sit there and go back and forth. Last night was the first time I actually was watching the episode while it was going on, so it was more of just putting out there and sort of saying goofy things as opposed to like the interaction back and forth. Whereas when we're on the West Coast and the East Coast is watching it, it's nice to just get on there and just take question after question after question and sort of see what people are saying and where they fall on the scale of how they feel about it. Before the panel yesterday, I asked on Twitter what people thought of this newest season and what their favorite season was. It was interesting to see why people like certain things. And it's also funny when people just bash the show. Somebody would just be so angry. I'm like, why do you follow me? And why do you, what do you do? Somebody gave it a flat F. Like it was F. The letter F. It's in a grade.
How about you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the live tweeting too every Sunday, which is great. It's the same as Drew because we're on the West Coast, so it's kind of awkward tweeting and guessing where you are watching in the episode. So I have tried guessing every Sunday, but it was nice being here and watching it last night and again interacting with everyone and seeing what everyone's response and how they felt.
Tell the story. Where did you go? Not last night, the night before. Where'd you go? Come on, I'm putting you on the spot. Where did you go? It sounds awesome. But she went to a strip club for 9-year-old people or something. What was it?
Claremont Lounge.
Claremont.
And it was the best night ever.
That's a rite of passage in Atlanta.
It was so much fun, and they played MJ and Britney Spears. And the best time ever.
Okay, for people that are not from Atlanta, so show of hands, who does not know what the Claremont is?
Okay, it's a booby bar.
A booby bar.
Yeah, it's one.
What makes it unique?
Yeah,
Magic City. Magic
They're
City.
like older. They're not
It's where strippers go to die.
It's iconic
That sounds really morbid, but it was
I
really
thought
fun.
Magic City was iconic. I thought Magic City was the place to go in Atlanta.
Oh no, Claremont is. Claremont
I'm
is.
gonna go to Magic City.
Yeah, but I was like, where's Scarlett? Oh, she's at the geriatric strip joint.
Well, I was so overdressed and I went and everyone was just like dancing. I was like, man, she's got more nails. I should have gone and flat. But it was really great fun.
Probably thought you were a Thai man. Like a Thai boy or something, you know.
So I've got Cochise and Thai man. Thank you.
All right, a final question.
Yeah, I just wanted to know what Colin thought of the addition of Myra Sorvino to the cast.
That was great. We were all really excited. It's like, wow, we got an Oscar winner coming and play, you know. So coming to play. But it was cool. It was great. It was a lot of fun to have her, and she was awesome. It was just a again the additions. We had to let some people go, and that was sad. But we also got some new faces in, and that's kind of what Falling Skies is all about. I mean, Scarlett coming in was great. Mira coming in was great. It keeps things going, and it keeps us all smiling. It keeps us all on our toes because somebody's coming in and they're hot. So don't get too comfortable in your own little boots because they'll blow your ass right out of the water if you don't show up prepared. So it's always good to have new blood.
Well, guys, this is the final of 4 panels at Dragon Con for Falling Skies. Please, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being so awesome, Dragon Con. And please show your appreciation to these awesome guys. Scarlett Byrne, and Colin Cunningham. Thank you, guys.